Trey songs came through with You On Mine. Exactly 39 minutes past 11 o'clock. This is UJFM 95.4. We're right within our conversation with our three amazing students that were part of the financial education program. So the Association for Savings and Investment South Africa, ASISA, has partnered with ISFAP Student Financial Aid Program, ISFAP, to run a financial education program. And students that were part of that program joining us in studio right now are Itumeleng Ditsweni, as well as Lihlohonolo Nao and Caroline Lichilili. I'll get it right. I'm so sorry. But we are talking about credit this morning, and we've discussed what your view of credit is, the kind of credit that you can get, good and bad, the pros and cons of credit. But there's an interesting term that's come up in all three conversations that we've had with all students that were part of this educational program. And that term is interest. What would you ladies regard interest to be? Yes, Caroline.
Well, interest, we have two types of interest, interest income and interest expense. So with interest income, it's when you invest money and you get interest on the money you invested. You're getting more than what you actually invested. The difference between what you get and what you invested, that's what we call interest. And with the loan, if you took a loan, you also pay more than what you got from the bank, I would say. So yeah, that's what interest is.
Okay. What do you think are some of the things that people need to consider when taking out credit? Yes, Itumeleng.
One of the things that Power was talking about was that when you take out the loan and you see the amount, you don't see the background charges you have. Like there's things like admin fees, or they charge you for drawing up the contract, and if you delay on your payments, they also charge you for that. And then like the little SMSs they send you to remind you, they also charge you for that. So you find yourself borrowing interest, paying maybe 1,000 more than what you borrowed, and then adding on interest, it makes it even more. So those are the things that people don't always consider when they're taking out credit.
Okay. For people that are deep in credit right now, don't know how to get out, they just feel like, it's the end, I might as well just take out more credit because this is my life. What would you say to them? Yes, Lefranol.
It's always wise to budget, and it's always wise to save. So you should never overspend, even when you feel like you're done. So just try to look at your budget and try to spend accordingly and responsibly.
Yeah. Itumeleng, what would you say to a person that is deep in credit and just doesn't know how to get out?
I'd say, well, another thing that we also learned with the program was there was an app that was created, right? I don't know if it's mainstream yet, but part of the app is, it's not mainstream yet.
Okay.
So part of the app is that you had like your months from January until December, and then you would put in the money that you actually forecast what your spending was going to be. So you'd put in what you think you're going to get, what you actually got, and then the difference would be either you got too little or you got too much. And then there was also part of the app where you could talk about, it's called a financial scorecard, where you pay off like all your different kinds of debt over like a certain term period, or different percentage every month. So I would say, like the Tlokonola said, budgeting always works. Even if you feel like you're deep in debt, don't take more debt. Just work with whatever little you have, and you'll find that one day you wake up and there's no one texting you saying you still owe money. So
And that can be like a major stress in a person's life. You're not answering private calls anymore because you are in debt. Caroline, for you, what would you say to a person that finds themselves in that situation?
Well, I would advise them to not take more debt and make sure they settle what they have. Because if they don't, they're not gonna get out of the debt they are in now. So they're just gonna get more interest, accumulate more interest on what they already have. And we also have when banks offer you a loan or something, they need to have something that's a security to what you're taking. So let's say you have a house and you have debt and you took a bank account, a bank loan. So they're gonna end up taking that house from you because you can't pay back what you owe them. So I would advise them to try to settle like they have the debt they have now and not take more.
That's very important. So you guys were part of this program for 6 weeks, right? Before you began the program, what was life like? And now that you've finished the program, what has changed? Let's start with Lishonola. She's got a big smile on her face. Yeah.
I used to overspend. Like I would just get my money and by mid-month I'm broke. I no longer have anything. So the program has helped me a lot. I now save and I now budget. I mean, everyone knows that we should budget, but we never really
You don't do it. Yeah.
So like with the app that they introduced to us, it really helped me a lot with budgeting. So I now like have money.
All right.
So that's good.
That's pretty cool. For you, Itumeleng, what is different and what was it like before?
What it was like before is that I did budget, right? But like my budget didn't have the clear definition of what I need and what I want. So I knew that I had to get groceries, but then like past groceries, I'd always put away like 300 rand for like food that I don't need, because like you know as a student sometimes you get lazy and you don't want to cook.
True.
Yeah, so I feel like I've given certain types of like food businesses near UJ like a lot of
Money.
business.
Yeah.
Because like I got my 3-month bank statement and all I could see was money going out to things that I didn't need. So like after the classes started, I checked the 3-month bank statement again, and then I was able to say, okay, so this is what was needed, this was just a want, and then from that I've been able to save.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Caroline, for you?
Well, I used to budget before we had like the classes. I knew about all that they were saying, even though I didn't notice about the interest part, where you don't really read the contract and you don't know which charges. Yeah, that part I didn't get it. So yeah, it really helped, and I think I can also improve my budgeting knowledge.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So now you are more in the know about the interest and how you handle it, what you need to look out for, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool. Ladies, thank you so much for coming through. This, I must say, is a pretty dope program to be part of. And you guys, I'm guessing that your life has now changed. And with this, I hope you'll be able to change the lives of those around you.
Yeah, we'll try.
Awesome stuff. We were discussing the Association for Savings and Investment South Africa having partnered with ITUSASA Student Financial Aid Program, ISFAP, to run a financial education program called Saver Waya Waya, the Learn Plus